Oh, here we are back in the shed. Cheers, everyone. Look at the state of this place. Welcome to the live. What have I been doing today? Well, I worked this morning. So, if you're watching this on the replay, this is my food will arrive. Fallon's ordered some food. Look, arrive at 7:40. I'll be well done by then. Anyway, welcome to the live. So, if you've been here before, you'll recognise the shed. So we are live from Guernsey as usual, where I live. So if you've got any questions about Guernsey, you know what to do. Feel free just to fire away. If you just want to say hello, say hello. I've got a beer here, a bod. And the weather, let me know what it's like where you are. Wherever you're watching from, let me know. But the weather is just, it's horrible today. We've had woke up this morning, it's raining. It's raining now, it's been cloud. They give rain all night, all tomorrow, most of tomorrow, like cloud and rain. I mean, this is typical bank holiday weather, isn't it? So not a lot done today, really. So I worked this morning. Look at the state of the shed with the greenhouse. So I haven't done a live in here for ages, have I? Well, I was going to do this with Gareth. If you watched last week, I did a live with Gareth down Cobo, but it's pouring down, so he just bailed and we didn't want to do it anyway. So I thought I'll go live in the shed, catch up with everyone, see how everyone's doing. Look, you got to leave some comments and ask me questions with it, because I'm just gonna otherwise I might fall asleep, because Jude is just in our bed all night. He's nightmare, he's crying. And hey, hello, hey, me Guernsey from a Guernsey girl, nice to you. Terry, pouring rain here too, in Ireland. Yeah, Ireland. I think it's sort of maybe everywhere, isn't it, today, around this area. So we're in obviously in the channel here, south of England, imagine getting similar. John, hello from northwest, rain here too, good to see you. Nice to see you, John. Sea fishing, good evening. Sea fishing, you're not fishing tonight, are you? Philip, hi Ross, weather not great here. Stockton on Tees. Yeah, Philip, did I tell you last time? Thank you for the t-shirt. I did get the t-shirt, but when I got it, then I didn't do any more videos for a while, and I sort of didn't mention it. I don't know if I messaged you or not, but I wear it all the time. It fits me spot on. Austin, stop raining in Worthing. Oh, it's stopped raining in Worthing, is it? Right, okay. Well, it's common down here. It's one of those days, it's just so miserable. Lee, good evening, Ross from rainy Isle of Wight. Soy fishing went earlier, had a nice bass. Philip, no problem. Yeah, thanks, Philip. Yeah, thank you, Philip, for the t-shirt. Soy fishing had a nice bass. Was it on the lures? Were you spinning? Or were you not? If you know what I mean. That's something I want to get into. I was saying to Fallon before. I said I want to get back into spinning. Hey, Ross, coming to you from McKinney in Texas. Weather's 82 here. 82. Yeah, Lee, typical bank holiday weather, it really is. So from Texas. Nice to see you from Texas. That's the furthest so far. So fishing, yeah, spinning. Awesome. I won't ask you where you went. I won't ask you to reveal your fishing spot. Could you let me know which beach it was? Don't worry if you don't want to. Then I might be able to have some idea of where to go. I've got a few ideas, but I haven't been for ages, but I think it's something I need to do. It's quite good, isn't it, to get out in the evening or whenever you can. Andrew, hi Ross, Rolly from County Down, Northern Ireland. Nice to see you. John Anderson, are the cruise ships stopping around this year? Yeah, the cruise ships have been in. There was a cruise ship the other day. So, yeah, they are coming round. I didn't personally see it, but someone told me there was one in. So it's good to see. I know one of the cruise ship companies have pulled out. I think is it Princess Cruises? They've stopped for some reason. I don't know why they've stopped, but they're not coming anymore, I think. But I think the others are coming, which is good. So we've got pouring with rain. Imagine Jersey's the same. Sea fishing, come out for a session, mate. I was down the Humme by Poffin and Oyster. Oh, that's right by here. That's right by here, the old Poffin and Oysters. You're not far down the Humme. Yeah. There's quite a few. That's quite good then. That's quite good to know. because that's very close to where I live, so I could just easily go there. What's the best state of tide? A few hours before high tide? A few hours after high tide? What would you recommend? So I'm getting some good fishing tips here. Or at high tide. Depends where you are, I suppose. It depends on a few things, but yeah. I think, was it an hour before high tide, an hour after, something like that, or around there? It's quite good. I seem to remember. I don't know how I remember that. The Ultimate Guy. Hi, Ross. They are rebuilding the Octopus Restaurant yet. Are they building it? Diane, nice to see you, Diane. Diane Hunt. Yeah, I haven't seen you for ages. Nice to see you back on. Are they rebuilding the Octopus Restaurant? They are, as far as I know. It's going to be years. I think it's going to be years before it's done. But it's so... Obviously, there's a huge fire at the Octopus Restaurant. I like 2 hours before high tide and 2 hours after. Ah, so I wasn't far off then, was I? That's quite good. Okay. So I've got Hume and 2 hours before, 2 hours after. See, I'm not going in blind now. I've got a little thing what I've got to do. Yeah, the Octopus Restaurant. It's all been taken out. Thank you, John. John just said, remember to hit the like button and for the stats. Thank you, John. Remember to hit the like button. It helps with the video. You know, the little thumbs up, just whack that if you want to. If you don't worry. I don't know. I don't know who's doing it anyway, but if you want to, you can. Excuse me. The Octopus Restaurant had a big fire, maybe a year ago, a few years ago now, and completely ruined. So it's been completely taken away. It's like been gutted. It's gone, and there's just like the foundations there now. As far as I know, they're building the. It's not like anywhere near it, and there's nothing there at the moment. It's just like flat, but it's all cleared up. It's all been cleared up, and it's just like some foundations left. So, yeah, there's nothing to see at all. And I think they are. If you know any different, let me know in the comments if you're from Guernsey. But as far as I know, they were going to rebuild it, but I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it'll be years, wouldn't it? It was a big old restaurant. John, in plush surroundings, can I see? Yeah, life of a YouTuber. Look at my studio. Does it look good? Real life, eh? So I've got things hanging up. I've got a pile of wood behind me. It's a huge pile of wood for fire. What are your opinions of the cycling in Guernsey? Am I allowed to say? My opinion of cycling in Guernsey. So my personal opinions on it is it's fine, although it can hold up the traffic a lot. Cyclists. It's not their fault. It'd be nice if you had, what I would say is it'd be nice if you had cycle lanes, a lot more cycling paths and lanes, because the problem is that you'll get people on bikes cycling 2 or 3 abreast, and this is what I think you should do. Okay, let me know in the comments. This is what I do. So if I'm riding a bike and I'm with someone like a push bike, and you feel and you sense and you should know what's behind you, and you look back and there's a pile of like 20 or 30 cars behind you, what I would do is I would pull in behind the person I'm cycling and allow cars to overtake. That is common sense, okay? But what happens in Guernsey, and let me know if it happens where you are, they'll be riding 2 or 3 abreast, they'll be looking behind them, well aware nothing can overtake, and they're just carrying on cycling along. Now, I think they are allowed to do that. It's not against the law. However, road etiquette, isn't it? It's common sense. You let cars overtake. That's my opinion of it. Someone said it's actually illegal to ride 3 abreast in Guernsey. Okay, are they allowed to ride 2 abreast then? Is it 2 abreast they're allowed to? But yeah, I mean, even 2 abreast, they should just pull in, shouldn't they? All they've got to do, they don't have to stop. They can just cycle behind each other, and it gives you that extra room. So that's my opinion on cyclists. I think they should just do that. That's my only thing. But the roads are so small as well. Oh, 2 abreast is fine. Okay, so allowed to ride 2 abreast. I mean, yeah. So, and I think, you know, same as everyone, some people just do it. I don't know why, they don't seem to care, they're holding the traffic up. But it's one of my things that stresses me out. I just think, like, pull in a little bit, let all the cars overtake, then when it's clear, then you can go 2 abreast again. That's what I think they should do. But they don't. Because they don't have to. If they're legally allowed to ride 2 abreast, they're probably thinking, well, we're not breaking the law, so it doesn't matter. But it's not really about that, is it? It's about just being courteous to other road users. That's my problem with them. Loving the content. Thank you, Sean. Nice to see you on. Yeah, I mean, what's it like where you live? If you got like loads of, let me know if you want to, where you live, do you have cyclists doing the same thing, just not letting you overtake? And because obviously it's probably worse here because our roads are so small, so you really can't overtake some places, and you're stuck behind for ages and ages. And yeah, so they're just riding 2 abreast. They won't pull in. I just don't get why they don't just do it. I don't understand it. Yeah, just don't. I mean, and with obviously the electric bikes now, they're going quite fast, aren't they? But yeah, on the whole, I would say, you know, the electric bikes in Guernsey are really popular now. So there's a lot of people on bikes all over the place. And it just, yeah, I mean, you got to be really careful because there can be, obviously, because the road's so small, if on a nice day like the summer coming up, what do you think about the ferry change? Will it improve the visitor count? John, thank you, John. Probably not. I don't think so. Might do. It might help it a bit, but I'm not really sure. I think because it is quite expensive to get here in Guernsey, it puts people off. I mean, it is nice when you're here. I live in Guernsey and I'm a cycle racer. When I race, sometimes I have issues with cars, stupid overtaking. Also think people, yeah, well, that's the other thing, isn't it? People get so stressed overtaking really strange places. So, you know, from the cyclist point of view as well, it's quite dangerous because cars can overtake really, really dangerous places. And again, I think it's because the roads are so small in Guernsey, people take chances. And I've seen cars overtake bikes like coming up to a corner, and I'd say, oh my god, like if something's coming around the corner, who knows what was going to happen. So I've seen a lot of people take risks overtaking cyclists. I think because they're in a row. I don't know but they're, you know what I mean. So it's also quite dangerous for cyclists as well. Obviously, you get people overtaking too close to you and things like that. I think on the whole, most cyclists, people ride bikes, are sensible. And most drivers are sensible, but I'll say you get the odd one who like overtakes really close to you, overtakes a bike really close to you in a really dangerous place. I've seen that happen a lot, because there's so many like bendy roads, and there's so many like corners and that in Guernsey. The roads are so small, as I said. Then yeah, I'm surprised there's not more accidents with cyclists and cars, to be honest with you. I'm glad there isn't, but you can sort of see it's common at some point. Or a car overtaking a bike really close and hitting him the wing mirror. That happened once. I remember that happened. Caught the cyclist the wing mirror, knocked him off. So you're best just to be, you know, there's no point in taking risks if you're not sure you can overtake. Then just don't. And you're meant to stay back a safe distance from cyclists anyway, in case they do fall off. You're not going to run them over. And you need so much room, don't you? You need to allow so much room for overtaking and have such a clear view right down the road when you overtake a bike, because they normally take up more. It normally takes up a lot more road to overtake a bike than you think. I've been caught out a few times. I think I'm just going to overtake. Then because the bike's going quite fast, you've got to accelerate quite fast, and it actually takes you longer. Then all of a sudden you're up to a corner quite quick. So depending on the speed of the cyclist, isn't it? And yeah, so that's my view on the cyclists. I think the electric bikes are good as getting people out and about. but Guernsey roads get clogged up a little bit. Just got to be careful, haven't you? Be courteous to other road users, I think, sums it up, doesn't it? God, it's pouring down. Absolutely pouring down. Well, along the front, like the east coast of Guernsey, there is cycle paths. So you're away, you're not even on the road. It's nice. So that's safe. It'd be nice to have more, but I think some places it's not always possible, is it, to have cycle paths? It's not always practical to have them. But if you're cycling like into town, in St Peter Port, and you live on the coast, you can just cycle the whole way, pretty much. Right from Boar Avenue, isn't it? From Topper Avenue, you can go cycle all past the halfway, all the way in St Peter Port, I think, on the cycle path. And there's a pedestrian path as well. So that's safe. I'd feel safer on a pedestrian, I feel a lot safer on a cycle path. Because there's always a worry as a cyclist, isn't there, that like a car hasn't seen you and they ram you. I always think that when I'm cycling a bike, when I'm on my bike, like you can hear cars coming up behind you and you think, have they seen me? They're not going to like ram me off the road. That's another worry, I find. Of course, this is nice. I think Lily's coming out for a walk, or a little mooch in the rain. Yeah, so the cruise ships are back again. Trying to think of other news in Guernsey. Did you see, I recently did a video, I say recently, don't know, a month ago, something like that, of about this guy that was homeless living in the halfway shelter on the west coast in the shelter there. And I couldn't, I'll be honest, I didn't really realise we had homeless people, or that many in Guernsey, but there's quite a few, I think. So that guy is now gone. It's all clear now, so the Bosch shelter's okay to use. But I've seen on the news they're trying to get these pods over, like they're for emergency housing. They're little pods. They're like I don't know, like a shed. They're I don't know if you've seen them. It's basically I think you got like a bed in there, a chemical toilet, and they're for people who need emergency housing. And I was reading about it today, and they're trying to get them over. I think they're trying to find somewhere to put them. They're asking for people. Hello, Lily. They're asking for people if they've got any land they can put these pods on, to just for like emergency housing for people who haven't got anywhere to live. And it's only meant to be for 2 or 3 days. You're meant to stay in them, but I think people will probably end up staying longer in them. I mean, they're very basic and they're very small, but they're on about getting them in Guernsey. And I suppose it will stop people maybe from going in the Bosch shelters and stuff. Or will it? I don't know. I was reading the comments. It was on the Guernsey Press Facebook page, and it was very negative comments, what people were saying about it. People weren't impressed. There's a lot of people saying about them, and apparently there'll be a key code to get in, so you'll be given a key code. And yeah, I think a lot of the comments, people were saying they hope the people that stay in them aren't going to trash them. That's the main thing they were saying, because they don't. I mean, they were talking about people on drugs and all this sort of thing, and alcohol, and they said like they might not respect the place they're living in, so they might trash it. But that'll have to be managed, won't it? They'll have to keep an eye on that sort of thing. I mean, you think though, if you were homeless, if you did become homeless, and if I become homeless in Guernsey, I would love to, you'd probably think it's amazing being able to stay in one of those things. So it's hard to say, really think about if you're not in that situation, I suppose. And some people aren't in that situation because of their own fault, or sometimes things happen, got nowhere to live. So, but they're on about getting 2 of them, I think, to start off with, and maybe getting another 2. And apparently in the UK they use them quite a bit. They're used quite a bit in the UK. So we will see about that. But yeah, apparently there's people living in German bunkers. The old, bunkers. People living, well, apparently they've lived there for years. People have done that. But yeah, I had no idea. I had no idea we had like homeless people. Andrew, lots of cyclist clubs where I live in County Down. The weekends can be a bit of a nightmare. Yeah, same thing then. Impossible to overtake. Yeah, the cycling clubs, like there's big clumps of them. They can be very difficult to overtake. You know, you get a big clump of them cycling, they're going really fast, so you could be behind them for a little while. Having said that, they're normally going so fast, it's not actually too bad. Because like, you're following them, but you're thinking actually you're not actually being held up that much because they're going like the clappers. So you don't really need to overtake unless you get a decent spot. I was following a group, there must have been, I don't know, there must have been 10 of them. And they were all in a big pack cycling like, I don't know whether they were 2 or 3 abreast or whatever, but there's a lot of them. And I couldn't overtake, but I didn't really care because they were probably going as fast as I'd normally drive anyway. They were going. They were nailing it, like the proper, there's a club obviously all in their gear, all on racing bikes. And I thought, this is all right, I don't mind this. Then I got to Vars on Coast Road and I nailed it past. But like, it took a bit of doing to overtake them because they're probably doing like, I don't know what the truck speed they're doing, but they're not hanging around. So you've got to put your foot down to get past them. And that's why you need so much road to get past them, those. But yeah, I mean, it's always been the same, isn't it? I remember like, it's the same problem I've had forever in Guernsey with cyclists and stuff. But say with the electric bikes, there's a lot more people cycling now, I'd say, which is good. Yeah, Fallon's inside at the moment, looking after the kids. So I'm in the shed having a beer. What's my life come to, eh? I've had to resort to going in a greenhouse on a Friday evening. Just sit here with all the rubbish. I keep getting someone I know gives me loads of wood. You can't see it, but there's piles of wood behind me. He keeps giving me all this wood and piling it up behind, so in the winter I can burn it in the wood fire, in my wood burner. But yeah, other things in Guernsey. Yeah, it's a town. I mean, you know, I know St Peter Port's lovely, and it is really nice little town, very pretty. But I'll be honest with you, the shops wise, it's pretty miserable. Shops wise, there's a lot gone. However, there's a lot of nice cafes and restaurants in town, so don't get put off. It is still lovely. Like in the evening, if you come over here, you can find a lovely restaurant to eat, and there's nice little like boutique shops and stuff. But as far as going to town to buy something, like for the house, or it's not that great. To be honest, out of town's better for buying stuff. Like we've got a place called Aladdin's Cave, like for home stuff. That's really good. That's not in town. The Friquet Garden Centre, that's another place a lot of people buy stuff. But you know, I said the other day I went to a sports shop, got into sport in town, and the problem is like they don't have your size of stuff, so you might find a t-shirt or a pair of trainers or something. And I wanted to buy this t-shirt, but they didn't have my size. Hello, Lucy, from Canada. How you doing? What's the time in Canada, Lucy, and what's the weather like? It's probably cold, isn't it? Yeah, so I was in Intersport. This is a classic case of like everyone tries and buy local. Diane Hunt, what are you doing for Liberation Day? I would imagine, because it's the 80th, isn't it? 80 years, it's the big one. I'd imagine we're probably going to go, and I don't know for sure, but we'll probably wander into town, I'd imagine. It's always good, Liberation Day in town. Not so easy with the kids. I seem to remember some kickoffs going on and we got to normally carry them back. But I think there's quite a few things going on because obviously, you know, if you have been to Guernsey Liberation Day, they close off the, you know, St Peter Port area, and it's just, so it's nice, there's no cars, and there's stalls and there's music, there's live bands, you know, there's things going on. Really nice. So I imagine we just wander into town. And it's always nice, you know, and it's the 80th, so it's quite a big one. Yeah, we sort of tend to do the same thing, Liberation Day. Lucy, good. I had to get a pacemaker. Electrical system misbehaving. Oh, so you had a pacemaker. How's that going? Quite common, aren't they, the old pacemakers? Yeah, so I think we'll do that. Dan Hunt, we always came over for Liberation Day. Yeah, a lot of people do. A lot of people visit Guernsey on Liberation Day for different reasons. I mean, there's still people around, aren't there, that were around in that time. They're old now. And obviously at some point, there won't be anyone left who was around then. So, yeah. It's an important day, isn't it, Liberation Day? For Guernsey, I mean, obviously, I think, wasn't Guernsey the only British territory that was taken in the Second World War? I think it was, eh? There was nowhere else. So, and obviously there's so much history in Guernsey from the Second World War. Loads. So, you know, we've got all the bunkers. 2 weeks ago, AFib, gonna be fine. Oh, that's good. I'm pleased you're fine, Lucy. Good to know. If you come to Guernsey, because obviously it was occupied in the Second World War, they fortified it. The German forces fortified it really heavily. And Alderney was really heavily fortified. Jersey. I mean, you just got to go around the coast, like, say, Pembroke, there's anti-tank walls. They're all still there, although some have fallen down a bit. But there's bunkers all around the beaches, everywhere. There's bunkers inland, which is probably a lot that I don't know about. All sorts. I mean, it was really fortified and never used. Nothing was used here, was it? So, I mean, I did a video and there was an open day. They opened a few of the bunkers up. There's a thing called Feston Guernsey Feston Guernsey, and they're a little organisation that look after the bunkers and they restore them and stuff. So, like, they did an open day a while ago, and you could go in, like members of the public, you could go in the bunkers and have a look around, and there was people in there talking about, you know, doing little talks and explaining stuff. Feston Guernsey are in there, just explaining about stuff because they obviously know all about it. And yeah, some of them are huge, some of them are really big. There's one in Landcrest Common, which you forget, like you think they're on the coast, but there's the ones actually inland as well. And then went one by the Guernsey Golf Club. It's in like the Landcrest Common area, and you go in, and there's just so many rooms and like all sorts. You're wandering around. It's amazing. They just left, though. Like they just left. It's good they're restored. They've restored quite a few. Landcrest Car Park. They've restored that one. I haven't been in that one yet. I went in the one at Pembroke by the bus terminus. That was there. Hello there, the Quantum Portal. Our grandparents were returning their graves the way it was turning. Yeah, I know. So I didn't read all that. It flicked up really quick, the message. But yeah, there's some really good history, and we've got the Occupation Museum, the Military Museum, loads of stuff. So if you're interested in the Second World War, and things like that, you could visit Guernsey and just go for a wander around, and you know, you can visit all these museums, the Underground Military Museum. There's loads of stuff you could do that. I mean, if you're interested, it's worth it. And Jersey's also got a lot of history as well. They've got a military museum as well. I think actually it's quite a bit bigger than ours, if I remember. Yeah, it's loads of anti-tank walls, loads of bunkers, all sorts. So that's, you know, the 80th Liberation is quite important because we've still got so much history here, so much. Some of the stuff's fallen down. There's some of the, where's it, which bunker? There's one that's collapsing. Some of the German, yeah, I mean, obviously at Cobo, big bunkers on the beaches there, by Cobo Car Park, by the kiosk, there's a big bunker there. Love the winds, keep happy, high vibes, brother. Guernsey is a beautiful place. Yeah, it is. Well, it doesn't look like that today because it's pouring down, but I know what you mean. It is beautiful. Yeah, yeah, Cobo. It's got quite a few bunkers there, Cobo Bay. So obviously, I was chatting to this guy I train. He's 90. He's 90, and he was telling me he stayed here in the war. Lucy, love your videos, especially the ocean waves. So beautiful, peaceful. Love your walks. Thanks, Lucy. I haven't done so many videos lately on this. So I'm getting back into it again. Yeah, he was just saying that he was telling me stories about he stayed here in the occupation, and I love hearing stories about what happened and the German soldiers, how they treated them. And he was telling me that he was obviously only young, but he said that most of the occupying forces, he thought they were okay to him, but you know, then you hear other stories about, I think that sort of thing, there's good and bad, and you know, you probably have some not too bad and some with, but I think he said they could come in and just take your house as well. They could just decide they wanted to stay in your house and they'd stay there. Ross, will we be doing a live feed on Liberation Day? I probably will. If not live, I'll video it and put it up. It's quite difficult to do a live with the kids and that. I might. I could do. I'll have to see. I'll either do a video or a live. I'm not sure which one I'll do. Depends which one's easier at the time. Yeah. But yeah, the stories you hear, what happened and stuff, and obviously you couldn't go. He said you couldn't go out after a certain time in the evenings. It's like you weren't allowed out of your house, and I think he said they, and obviously all the beaches were mined, and barbed wire, and you weren't allowed around the coast bits. Like, it was obviously awful. Yeah, but it's interesting. And I say those sort of people telling those stories, they're not going to be around forever, are they? They're all getting quite old now, so another 20 years or something, 30 years, there probably won't be many people. It's a lot of history. I don't know how I got into this subject, but there we go. Because I'm quite interested in it anyway. Really. Quite interested. I think there was a lot of people, some of the German forces ended up marrying Guernsey people as well, from what I got told. Which I suppose happens, doesn't it? So yeah, it's quite interesting, very interesting, and you know, it's very unique, isn't it, Guernsey? Very unique for that sort of thing. It's still pouring down. What's going on? I think they give all. So I think it's just going to be a wet weekend, isn't it? It's going to be rain tomorrow. What's it? I keep thinking it's Saturday today. It's not. It's Friday. It's because I haven't done a lot today. It's Friday today, Saturday, Sunday, and Bank Holiday Monday. So this is absolutely typical bank holiday weather, isn't it? It's like the old saying, it's always bank holiday weather, and this is it. But we've had some beautiful weather. I mean, even, I think it was yesterday, I was sunbathing. It's just changed today. But they did give it. So, trampoline's been rebuilt. We had a hurricane, we had a lot of winds, the trampoline got broke, that's been fixed. Lily's still alright, she's a bit blind still, going blind by the second. But she's coping alright. Went to the Friquet today, the Friquet Garden Centre, because we were going to go to the park with the kids, but it was raining. So went to the Friquet inside and spent loads of money. Yeah, and it was quite busy. But I think a lot of people are away at the moment. Lucy, it's raining today as well. Here we were. Here where I am. Oh, really? Yeah, rain everywhere. Weird, isn't it? Bit odd. It's not odd, is it? It's just, I don't want it to rain. I was going to do this live down Cobo tonight. Do you remember last week we did? I don't know if you saw it. I did a live with Gareth. And me and Gareth were going to do a live down Cobo. Because it was really good. We sat on the bench down by the kiosk, by Mim's kiosk. And it was really interesting. Like, probably more interesting than this because there's a lot more stuff going on. Like, I can flick the camera around, show what's going on. And two people doing a live is good because you can just like chat to each other. But yeah, I messaged him saying if it's raining, don't worry. So obviously hasn't happened. And I thought about going and do a live somewhere. I was thinking like, where can I go and do a live that's not at my house, that's sheltered somewhere? I was racking my brains thinking like, then I just thought actually, even if I am sheltered, I don't want to be out in this weather anyway. It's just miserable. So I thought, do you know what? You can't go wrong in the greenhouse. I've done so many lives in the greenhouse, haven't I? And right by it's in, I don't have to go anywhere. It's dry. I wouldn't say it's warm, but it's dry. I'm away from the house. I'm not disturbing anyone. It's like a little studio, but not a very good studio. Yeah, I mean, you can see the rubbish behind me. You'd laugh. I've had to move it all out of the way just to sit in here. I wasn't sure if I had room to do it actually. But yeah, I'm still doing the all the care homes, doing the exercise in care homes. Still doing the personal training as well. Doing a lot of care homes. Speak to a lot of the old people. Tell me stories about the war. It's quite good. But yeah, it can be a bit boring. The job can be a bit the same old every day. That's the only problem. So some days I think, oh God, this again. But I suppose you might think that of any job, wouldn't you? Yeah, by the way, see this little thing here? Do you wonder what that is? That's a microphone. I bought it a while ago. I'm using it a lot. I hope does it sound okay? Your man cave, I could use some personal training. Could you, Lucy? Well, I do personal training for people. All sorts. In wheelchairs and all sorts. I do all whole range of ages. So yeah. But yeah, it's a nice little man cave in here. I don't come in here hardly ever. I only to do these. But yeah, the microphone I was saying about, I used to have like a microphone touch to the, what's his name, the thing there, but this is just easier because like no matter whether I go back or forward, it's the same. But when you got a microphone touch to the camera, you sort of all got to remember you got to be close to it. And this is so much easier. John, hope Ross does live airs play stream September. He's very good at it. Oh yeah, I did the last one. Do you remember? William, Lucy, watch, calm down. Lucy, watch, calm down. He is married. Yeah. Don't remind me I'm married. I'm trying to forget about it. I hope Fallon's not watching this. I think she's too busy. It was weird a while ago. If I look just to my right, I'm facing my lounge window and I can see the telly. And Fallon had it on in the lounge when I was doing a live. So I could see myself on a big screen. It was a delay. It was really weird. It was really weird. So I can just see the telly through there. I mean, there is a delay. I don't know how much of a delay there is. But yeah, it's not like instant. There's a bit of a delay. I mean, I think there's, I don't know. Do you know how much the delay it is? Who knows? There's definitely a delay. But yeah, as I say, it's all Guernsey, sort of Guernsey, isn't it? It's a nice place to visit. If you like the beaches, cliff walks, stuff like that. A lot of people were born here and left. A lot of people born in Guernsey and they left. And a lot of families a lot of people used to, I find in this channel, a lot of people message me and they say they come over here to work, like in hotels and stuff, and they were here for a set time and they've gone back to where they're from. So a lot of people come here to work and work for a little bit and then they leave. Huge amount of people leave comments and message me. They say, I worked in, they'll name a hotel from this year to that year. It was lovely, I really enjoyed it. A lot of people say that. They've come to Guernsey for work. Normally hotels, not always, but a large amount of people was in the hospitality industry. You know, I was a barman at the Wayside Cheer from 1990 to 95, that sort of thing. And they have very fond memories of it, actually. But, you know, people... Guernsey is a nice place to be on for family because it's safe, that's for sure, and it's really nice beaches and stuff. But then a lot of people say, oh, it's too quiet because we haven't got any like the big shops and we haven't got We haven't got any like McDonald's or like Burger King. We've got none of that. Obviously, there's no trains here, so it's a very different way of life living on this island. And I didn't know. I mean, because I was born here, I didn't. You just don't know, do you? You think it's normal. Lucy, this 82-year-old with a pacemaker, William, my playing days are taking my meds. Yeah. Yeah, so when you're born somewhere, I mean, it's normal, isn't it? You don't know any different. But then when you speak to people that come here to work or live and they tell you how different it is to where they live, or when you sample it yourself when you go on holiday and you realise the difference. And I suppose when I've been to the UK, when I come back to Guernsey, I really notice it. William, are you going to do any more food reviews? Yes, I was only talking about the other day. So I've got another channel I do food reviews on, but I haven't done any for a while. And to be fair, I haven't really done a lot on this channel for a while neither. I had a few months where I just didn't do a lot because I was just busy with work. And I keep thinking I'm going to do a video. Then like a month goes by. So I've got back into it now, and I really enjoy it. I love lives like this. I love them. I love doing lives. I always have done. So I'm getting back into it. I don't even know what I was talking about. What was I talking about? Guernsey. Oh yeah, how different it is in Guernsey, isn't it? So yeah, so it's plus and minuses. Someone I know who's just come to, they've got their family and they've come to live here. I think the guy's local and the lady isn't. So they've been living in the UK and they've decided to relocate. They've decided to come to Guernsey with their family and live. And she was saying how it's a lot different. You can notice it. I think, that's what I was saying. When I've been to the UK, when I come back, I feel it's slower. I even notice it's effing slower here. Effing slower. I mean, yeah, I mean, practically, physically, the cars are driving slower, but it just feels slower. It's got a slower pace, a lot slower pace. That's really noticeable. Yeah, so we haven't got any big food chains here. We got Waitrose. So if you're wondering what supermarkets we have here, we have Waitrose, Morrison's. A lot of Morrison's popping up now. We had a few. Now there's a lot. What else we got? UK stuff. So Morrison's, Iceland's. We did have loads of Iceland's. They've all been turned into Morrison's now. And Iceland's is down Alliance. And I think Alliance is the only place that does Iceland food now, I think. Must pop back to see my family soon. My fishing rod, my other half was family, and coming over in May without me. Ah. Yeah, bring your fishing rod. So we got, yeah, all the Icelands have gone and they're now Morrison's. But we have got Iceland still, but it's in another place called Alliance. Morrison's food, all the freezers there. What other shops, what other places have we got you'd recognise? We got New Look, which is that shop in town. Yeah, so supermarket wise, we have got nowhere near the choice you have in the UK. I mean, you've got loads, haven't you, in the UK? You've got like Aldi. We haven't got that here. Lidl, is it Lidl? We haven't got that here. Name me some more, leave it in the comments. But all we have is, I'm going blank now, I'm probably forgetting some, but yeah, we got Waitrose, Morrison's. Am I forgetting any? We got Co-op as well. They're the main ones, I think. We haven't got, we haven't got LD. What's the other ones? Lidl. Because I remember the ones when we went to England. I remember the supermarkets we went in, and I was thinking, oh, we haven't got half of these. What's the other cheaper ones? Name some. Leave it in the comments. I can't think. But that's what we got. And obviously no McDonald's. No Burger King. None of that. So if you like McDonald's, don't come here. You'll never get one. They had one years ago. Was it Burger King that come here? Or something else? I remember. Oh, so there's Tesco, Marks and Spencer. Oh yeah, of course we've got Marks and Spencer's. We haven't got Tesco. Forgot about Marks and Spencer's. We've got we've got Marks and Spencer's here. I think there's the one at Lille. There's the one. Yeah, we haven't got Sainsbury's. We haven't got Tesco. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, they're the ones I couldn't remember. Sainsbury's we haven't got. M&S Food. Yeah, we've got M&S Food. We've got one literally 5 minutes from where I live. Lille. It's got Lille Morrison's. Lille. How much have I had? Go. And we got M&S in St Martin's, the parish of St Martin's. And there's M&S in town as well. So there's 3. Have I missed any out? Asda, we haven't got. Thank you. See, I knew all these, I forgot. I haven't got Asda neither. So you're quite limited here. And I think we've got high-end, like M&S. I didn't realise Waitrose is classed as quite a high-end supermarket, isn't it? Didn't know that. I had no idea. We've got nothing compared to, but Fallon was saying it's slightly... Is it classed as a bit sort of posher or higher up? Can't think of the word. Higher class, more expensive. Waitrose and in other places. Please don't change. Yeah. But it's, I don't think we will get a lot of big... I don't know if we ever will get any of the big ones like Asda and Tesco here. I don't know if we've got the population for them to even make it work. I don't know if it's viable with the amount of footfall and the people that live here. What's there, 60,000 people here? What's the population here, between 60 and 70,000? I don't know, it's around there. And out of that lot, you know, how many people are going to go to Tesco's, how many people to Sainsbury's? So, I don't know. Might come one day where we have like a Tesco here or whatever. I mean, I remember when we didn't have Waitrose and stuff. I remember that. But M&S does well. I think M&S do quite well here. And what they all do, because there's not really a lot of choice. You know, I went down Waitrose, there's heaving. Waiting for better weather so we can walk. There'll be nice paths. Good for the old ticker. Yeah, do you good. Yeah, like I went in Waitrose this morning. I had to go and buy... I went in with Sienna and I went in to buy... What were we buying? Oh, we had to buy some... what are they called? The little cakes. What are they called? The little cakes you make. And you know, that thing... can't remember what they're called. You know, for kids, little cakes. You make a mixture up. Oh, God, what's that? Anyway, well, those we had to buy a few bits and pieces. And it was really busy. I mean, there's queues. Hi, Ross. Horrible weather. Jean, nice to see you. How you doing? Haven't seen you for a while. Cupcakes, that's it. God, why can't I remember anything? Fairy cakes, yeah. So I went there, Sienna wanted to make some cupcake. So you can buy like a cupcake or a fairy cake box though for kids. And she got Paw Patrol. So you basically, I did it with her. Read the instructions. I mean, even I didn't go wrong. It's so simple. You literally pour the mixture into a bowl, add, is it milk? A little bit of milk, stir it all up, put them in the cupcakes, you know, in the oven, 160 degrees for about 50 minutes, for 15 minutes. Then you, when they come out, you got to leave them cool down. Then you got another little packet to make the icing. It's just like sugar powder in it. And you add 2 tablespoons of water in. Just mix it all off and it goes like purple. Then once the cakes have cooled down, put all the icing on the top, and there's edible little stickers, Paw Patrol stickers, the cartoon Paw Patrol. And I had 2. I don't think they were cooked right though, they were a bit weird. I don't think the middles were cooked, they weren't right. Something wasn't right. Southwest Cellars, nice to see you. We have here in the UK last week, bought enough food for us to last a month. And it's expensive to live over here. Expensive to live here. Yeah, it is. Food prices are very expensive in Guernsey. Fallon's nan couldn't believe it. Fallon's nan lives in Somerset. And she was like, how much? Couldn't believe it. But, yeah, there's the argument in there that we earn more here. So, balances out. Still quite expensive, I think, though. Starting to get a bit dark. So how's everyone doing? What's everyone's plans for the bank holiday weekend? Let me know. You doing anything exciting or you just having a quiet one? Let me know in the comments. Something to talk about. We ain't got a lot planned, I don't think. I I planned this live. That's about probably exciting as we'll get for me. No, I think we're going to do something tomorrow. Fallon's working tomorrow morning, so I've got to look after the kids. Getting a takeaway tonight. So I think Fallon's ordered it. It's being delivered. I think we're getting a tie. And I am behind you, thank you. Nolan. Yeah, so not a lot, I mean, I'm trying to think. The thing is today, we were going to go, John, take the kids to Ilswood Garden Centre. They have some stalls. Oh, that's good. And rabbits. Offshore power. Just lit a little fire. Offshore power's lit a little fire. Yeah. Offshore power's my brother, by the way. So, offshore power, he's deleted the message. Look, I can see that. Yeah, I mean, it is. I can actually see why it lit a fire. It's gone a bit cold. I don't know if can you hear the rain? It's gone cold and it's gone not nice. Might put the central heating on, maybe. It's getting a bit chilly. Yes, we've got a Thai takeaway being delivered at 7. I think they said like 7:45. They comment. To be fair, they've been pretty good lately with their timing. We haven't really had a bad one, have we? Oh, we did. No, we had one that was really late once. But apart from that, I mean, they did it early the other week, like 15 minutes early, which was unbelievable. Which was a big shock. I thought, who's that? They're like, there's your takeaway. But yeah, so you can get deliveries in Guernsey. It's is it food.gg? You go on the website and you can choose what you want. There's like Chinese's, takeaways. Lucy, saw your brother in the boat video. That was him. Yep. So if you're wondering what my brother looks like, he was in one of the videos a while ago. He did the boat show because his work. They do boats. They service boats and maintain boats and all that. And they were down the boat show on the was it the Crown Pier, eh? Whatever that marina's Crown Pier. And I filmed him and he spoke on the video. We showed the boat, which I couldn't afford. Was it 90,000? And I said I was 89,000 out. Yeah, that was it. It was 90,000, eh? And I said I was missing 89,000 to buy it. God, that seems like ages ago. When was that? Can't remember. I can't hear any screaming coming from the house. Fallon, takeaway comment at 7:40. You can put some plates in the oven, please. Need to pay cash. Right, off for the pub. Enjoy. Thank you both. David, hi Ross. It's great to catch up on the live. It's been a while. Yeah, it has been a while. Jean, we should really do a money pool and buy a living in Guernsey party boat. How good would that be? And I'm sure my brother could give us a discount, eh? What are we looking at? Could we get like a 50-60% discount, you think? That'd bring it down to maybe I could something even possibly look at buying. Look, Fallon's just messaged me. Look, it's come up on my phone. It says, I'll read it out. Takeaway coming at 7:40. Yeah, I reckon we should. Takeaway coming at 7:40. Can you put plates in the oven, please? Need to pay cash. See, I can't even do a live without her giving me orders. It even comes off my phone. Get rid of that. See, I can't even get, I mean, even in the greenhouse, drinking a beer, she's still telling me what to do. 7:40, we've got 15 minutes. Got to put the plates in the oven. That's the only way she can communicate with me. Yeah, deals away. Yeah, Darren put there's deals always to be had. He's the man to talk to. Jean. Jean-Marie, that's a wife's right. That's a wife's right. Yeah, to boss her husband round. Andrew, do you have an Asda and Tesco? No, we don't, Andrew. We don't have an Asda or a Tesco. Nope. I don't know if we ever will. Who knows? We might do at some point. I'm not sure. You never know. There's deals to be had on the boats. That'd be good. We could do lives on the boats, eh? That'd be pretty decent. I Don't know if I could afford the mooring fees though, that's the problem. Because they're very high, aren't they? And I think they've gone up, from what I understand. So it's not only buying a boat, is it? It's maintaining it, and mooring fees and all the rest of it, I think, cost a bit. So you've got to think of that. And on top of that, are you even going to use it? Do you even use it in the weather, eh? That's the other one. So it could be quite an expensive hobby, I think, eh? Darren, he's got offshore power, got kayaks if you can't afford a boat. What a come down, eh? Now I'm looking at kayaks. Let's compromise and just get a jet ski. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. It's not quite the same, is it? But beggars can't be choosers. So we've gone from a nice boat, we're now looking at a kayak or a jet ski. I think we're probably looking more of a kayak, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah, they're not cheap. And there's some quite big boats as well on Guernsey. Expensive ones. Nice looking ones, but expensive. Yeah, so, you know, there is some wealth in Guernsey, that's for sure. Actually, Darren, can you let me know roughly what the mooring fees are? Does it depend on the size of the boat or not? I don't know. Just roughly, just in general. What's it a year? Let me know. Put it in the comment. What's like a mooring fee per year for like an average size, I don't know, 25-foot boat or 30-foot boat or something? An average sort of price. If you can't afford a kayak, we could sell you a supboard. A supboard. God. See, what a salesman, eh? He's not letting it go. He's going to try and sell me something. That's a true salesman. Always find something they can afford, then sell them that. Yeah, let me know the mooring fees. I think that they went up, didn't they, recently? I think. Like, when I say mooring fees, it's for the marina. If you keep your boat in a marina in Guernsey, you know, so you can just go down the pontoon into your boat. Like, they've got a marina at the bridge, haven't they? And they've got them in town. Obviously, you get charged to keep your boat in the marina. And I think that's not cheap. And I think it's gone up. Went up a while ago, I think. So you got that to deal with if you've got a boat. And all the maintenance of like the 28-foot boat, about 2,100 a year. I'm Jean-Marie, I'm serious. Do a party boat that people can hire. Could, eh? Rowboat will do. Let's see, a rowboat. Yeah, that's more like it. So so about, we say 2,100 for about a 28-foot boat. Yeah. Yeah. So you got to think of that. Then obviously there's a servicing costs, isn't there? All that sort of stuff. So I know they're not cheap. I know it's not cheap to have a boat. And if you obviously got a problem with it, like Jean-Marie, I can afford some child float. Yeah. Yeah. I think you need a nice bit of spare money to have a boat. Hey, nice bit of money. If you want to buy one. But yeah, I mean, our mortgage here recently, we come to the end of our mortgage, our term, and our mortgage went up 600 quid a month more. So 1 month it was this, next month it was that plus £600, because our fixed term come to an end and we had to get another one. And of course, when we set a while ago, the interest rates were quite low, and obviously they've gone up, and we knew it was coming. Guernsey Superstar, so horrible outside, isn't it? It is. Lucy, water wings. Guernsey Superstar, where about in Guernsey are you? Yeah, we get some water wings, eh, Lucy? Or armbands, to call them. There's quite a few people from Guernsey watching tonight, which is good. Let me know if you're watching from Guernsey. I'm interested in how many people are watching from Guernsey. I think it's too many. What do you have? Texas, Australia, America? Jean-Marie, my rent went up. I was aware it would go up, but my salary stayed the same. That's the problem. Lee, maybe, what do you think about this? About solar in Guernsey? There's quite a lot of talk. Yeah, I don't know. Solar, yeah, might work. I don't know. I mean, There's a lot of houses with solar panels on them now in Guernsey. A lot of new builds with, you see them on the roofs, all solar panels. Yeah, I mean, obviously it comes down to money again, how much it costs to have done and blah, blah, blah. Like you have them, you know, you see them all, there's one on the coast at Cobo, and like the whole roof, pretty much the whole roof is solar panels. So, must be cost saving somewhere for people who haven't it done, isn't it? See people having them done quite a lot. I haven't got any solar panels here at all. It's not something I'll probably ever have done, but I know a lot of people have them when they have new houses. A lot of people have them done. I don't know a lot about it. I don't know. It must be cost effective at some point. It might not be straight away, but maybe after time it will be. Do you know what I mean? We have to use solar in South Africa as we have electricity from the state here. Oh, we never had electricity from the state, really? So it's all solar panels. So it heats up everything, doesn't it? It must heat up your hot water. So it obviously fuels everything, doesn't it? Heating, hot water, sort of stuff. In Africa, no, sorry, not in Africa, I'm not reading. Hi, watching you from Brittany and looking forward to visiting Guernsey. Wow, cool. Brittany. Yes, it does. Thanks, John. Brittany, lovely. What's the weather like there? Same. Very close, aren't you? Must be the same. Lee, as I'm having mine done at the moment. Actually looking at payback over 5 to 7 years, right? So after 5 to 7 years, it starts paying itself. Okay. Yeah, I mean, is it very... Yeah. So have it fitted, and after 5 to 7 years, you start getting, like, breaking even again, sort of thing. Yeah. As long as we get sun. Same weather, rain and wind. Arcadia, in Arcadia, yeah. Horrible, eh? Not very nice at all. Hopefully I don't think it's going to clear up tomorrow. Let's look at the weather forecast. It's the same, pretty much. Right, I'm going to go because I've been here an hour. I've got to put the plates in the oven, haven't I? It hasn't stopped raining. Nice to see everyone. I've got to put plates in the oven for the Thai because it's coming soon, so I've got to go. But thank you for commenting. Good to see everyone. I really love the live as usual. And yeah, remember to subscribe if you haven't. It's all about Guernsey. Give it a thumbs up if you did like this video. Thank you. Enjoy it. Thank you. I will enjoy it. I'm feeling quite hungry now. And have a nice bank holiday weekend, everybody. And I'll be doing a live next week again. Have a nice time. Take care. See you soon.